If you like what I do, consider joining my channel or donating to my coffee. Links in the description. Hey, it's the Metroidvania Guru back again with another episode of my Metroidvania First Impression series, where I give my first impressions on a Metroidvania and as a series. Today, I'm telling you about Crimson Capes, a 2D hack and slash open world Souls-like with some pretty dang good swordsplay. Seriously, look how old boy runs in this game. That's how you'd run wielding a sword like that, so you know this game's legit. But what's the game about? You are Mylon the Tempest, a witch hunter on a mission to take down a conspiracy of wizards who conspire to take down the king. But what you do isn't exactly on the level, so normal knights can't be doing what you're doing. Thus, the Crimson Capes are born, led by Mylon himself, to take down all these sissy sorcerers. Sounds like my kind of game. As this is a first impressions, I only put in a couple hours just to get a taste of the game, and what I played was pretty stellar. But I gotta be real with you, I could be wrong, but I don't think this is a Metroidvania. If that bothers you, you can dip now, but I'd encourage you to listen to what I have to say because I play games other than Metroidvanias, and I think you might dig this game. I know I did, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start with the visuals. This game looks good. The sprites look great, some of the environments have incredible lighting effects, and animations have an almost rotoscope look to them that just makes me happy when I watch it. Even when I'm watching Mylon decapitate a dude. Especially when I'm watching Mylon decapitate a dude. It's just lovely. And I'm no swords play expert, but the swords play at play here looks great. And by great, I mean realistic. Well, aside from the lightning striking my sword so I can dole out my righteous indignation, there's some convincing swashbuckling going on. And it looks and feels great swinging my huge sword around and eviscerating any jabroni dumb enough to get near me when I'm doing crap like this. That's called a flourish. It's a feint that actually has combat application beyond looking badass. Do a flourish at the right time or during a mix-up and you'll catch your enemy off guard. It's very effective. Combat in Crimson Capes is so much fun. It's tough to get down, and there are some really difficult encounters, but man did I love it. To break it down, you have a light and heavy attack, composite attacks, footwork, which is your dodge, your flourishes, a parry, and your special move. You can also use many different types of items, and there are stances you can unlock, but I didn't get a chance to play with stances, so I won't be talking about them here. The important things to know about combat is that there is no stamina meter like a typical Souls-like, and the game revolves around a mechanic called combat flow. Entering a combat flow requires you to press your attack commands with precision in order to attack faster. Basically, there's a rhythm to your combos, and if you hit that rhythm, Mylon's attacks come out way faster. If you're able to pick up on combat flow, the game will be much easier for you, so I suggest figuring it out sooner rather than later, because regular encounters can lead to some embarrassing game over screens if you're not paying attention. You have your special move meter here. Once that's full, press your magic button or whatever and you'll buff yourself temporarily. And of course, replenishing that meter requires you slashing enemies' limbs off. The parry is interesting. Typically, you have to parry an enemy to break their poise, but it's the reverse in Crimson Capes. If the enemy has any poise or stamina, you cannot parry their attacks until you deplete their meter with regular attacks. It's odd, but I liked it. And did I mention that this game is hard? Some encounters took me many tries to get through, which is fine because I like a challenge, but I don't think there's a way to level up in this game. So, if you're stuck on a boss, you've no option other than to get good. Well, that's not entirely true. You can unlock attacks and buffs with XP you get from slicing up dudes, but you can't level up stats. There is gear you can find that can be helpful, so it's not like you're completely on your own against these guys, but really, you kinda are. So I guess get good, or stock up on bombs. That's what I did. I'll wrap this up by talking about the game's openness. During my playthrough, I wasn't barred from going to any biome I wanted to explore. I reached points in these biomes where I couldn't proceed until I found a particular item, like a gem of malice, so I could actually hurt this griffin. I came up against this dude's familiar and would just die for no reason. I was so confused. I just kept going back to see what was killing me, and yeah, it was just being near this thing that was taking me out. It was never explained, and it was awesome. I love stuff like this and can't wait to figure out how to get past this thing. And I'll leave it at that. Overall, I enjoyed the 2 hours I've spent with Crimson Capes a lot. It's most likely not a Metroidvania, but it's a fun adventure game with incredible combat and outstanding visuals. And for what it's worth, I highly recommend it. Let me know what you think about Crimson Capes. Do you think it looks fun? Or, if you've played it, did you think it was as awesome as I thought it was? Sound off in the comments, and leave a like and a sub if you're up for it. Until next time, later nerds.